Hey, my dear frog. What rank are you?
Oh, I'm rank 9000. I just killed Alpha yesterday, actually.
Do you think you will be the next big player?
Maybe. I don't know, only time will tell.
Do you think your existence matters in this world? To the point where your name will be uttered by people in the future for how great you were in this game. Does it even matter to live? Does anything even matter actually? Because what are you here for? Do you even serve a purpose?
Shut your bitch!
Anyways, you saw the title. We're talking about players who are forgotten and no longer talked about these days. Because they either retired or completely stopped playing their respective game. These players used to be the GOATs of Mania. A lot of their scores were way ahead of their time. And time is why they have been forgotten. And I would like to shine some spotlight on them. And maybe check on where they are now. So let's get started. First we have is an icon for you Jackmains. This man is John Korjak himself. If it wasn't for this dude, you wouldn't have played Korjak today. Which would have probably been better honestly. This man is called Attang, or Drop Table, or Crazy Player on OSU. He was a top player in the mid-2010s. His peak was from 2018 to 2020. This dude had revolutionized the game through Korjaks. When everyone played everything but jacks, this man played Korjak. He led the jacking revolution. Now I'll give a quick history lesson on jacks. Back then before 2018, jacks, or at least modern Korjak that we know of, barely existed back then. If you went back and asked about Korjak, people will be like,
man, what the fuck is you talking about? What the fuck was that?
Because it was a really niche skill. In fact, it was not called Korjak. People called them Korea Jacks, because a lot of Koreans played them. But now, how did Attang get so good at them? He played the Smog packs, which had a lot of Korjaks back then. Sorry, I mean Korea Jacks. Attang got so good at Korjaks that it inspired people to play them and helped with Korjaks becoming as popular as they are today. Anyways, he was great in other skill sets too. But his jacking was very ahead of its time. To give you an analogy, you know how Sarag is ahead of everyone in jacks right now? That's how ahead Attang was back then. Even more probably. He did used to be a jack one trick. Like he only could play jacks. Classic Jackmain. But then he decided to practice every skill set and became one of the best well-rounded players from 2017 to 2020. Of course, in jacks nobody came close for years. His last dedicated 1.3 AA was way ahead of its time. The highest rate nowadays is still 1.3. Almost a decade later. And let's talk about his most iconic score. Far in the Blue Sky AAA on Shuffle in Stepmania, which is like an SS on OSU. This score is still insane to this day. In fact, even people who haven't played Fierce RGs have seen the score. From this meme right here, which got 144,000 likes on Twitter. It doesn't have a view count, but it's probably in the tens of millions, which is probably the most recognition Stepmania will ever get. Anyways, his speed and stamina are also very good. His Wheel of Llama 1.45, 92 on Etterna, which is like a 96 on Osu. It was very insane for the time. He also got a 1.496 Just 5. And he also got the second ever Delta clear, first being Silly Fangle. Attang has other very insane score that I cannot cover in this video, or it'll be like 20 minutes long. You get my point. This man is an icon. He would be in the Hall of Fame of 4 key games. He is why Korjak is popular. He is why Jack Slop gets ranked on Osu every day. Which is probably not a good thing. Let's go back to 2012 where Jacks were just vibro. Also, Attang is a great mapper. He has made very popular charts like Volcanic, Reflect, Pine Nut, and other very great charts. He is why you can't clear Delta. Anyways, where's Attang now? Well, of course, he's not as active as he used to be. He posts scores and streams occasionally on his channel. And he's playing accuracy mostly now. Which is how you know he's retired. But we will never forget the impact this man had on the game. If it wasn't for you, we will not have Korjak today. Thank you for everything. Jiggly0133 Pangle. Now next, we have is one of the world's fastest gamers. This player was the speed god of the 2010s. This player's name is Staiain, also known as Lily. But we will use Staiain because that's their more popular name. We probably know them for their score on Freedom Dive. It's not a groundbreaking score, but the amount of views it got was massive. And you know what else, man? I remember watching it when I first started out. And it probably got a lot of people into Osu. It is not the only time they got people into Mania games. We also have the awesome Games Done Quick Stepmania Showcase event, where they presented Stepmania to a big crowd of people, both in real life and online. Staiain played for the majority of the showcase, up until the end, where a certain familiar face decided to hop on. And that face is Etienne. And he played an Icy World map, Saint Scarhand, with the weirdest mods ever, and took the show from Staiain. His part is the most replayed part in the video, but like, How did he read this? Although what I'm more surprised at is that he has hair. It's just so sad that he passed away from cancer. Fly high, Etienne. Anyway, this event caused so many people to download Stepmania that the site actually crashed. Now, how good was Staiain back then? They were way ahead of their time in terms of speed. For example, their volcanic AA, back in 2015 when people were barely even 6 dan. Ooh, I said your favorite word, dance. Now pay attention to the video, give me that retention. Oh, and dance didn't even exist back then. What a better time. There was all of the others AA, which I think is their most insane score for the time. 366 BPM accuracy streams that go on for like forever. And he AA'd that in 2014. When people back then were barely even able to play Cyber and Dustin's base rate. And you know the second best score on that map at the time was a B rank by Dosar, who was one of the best, if not the best player at that time. That's how insane Staiain's score was. Staiain has set so many scores I'll also not be able to talk about them. Now where's Staiain now? Well, they have retired and are just chilling on with life, playing standard every once in a while. Maybe STD Arc next? Anyways, up next is the man himself, the legend, Mina Grace, or known as Mina. This man is John Etterna himself. You always hear how Etterna was forked from Stepmania, but never who forked it. It was Mina. This man created Etterna. Well, why did he fork Stepmania? Isn't Stepmania a good game? Well, he hated Stepmania a little bit. Here's his reasoning. Oh yeah, by the way, Mina didn't know how to code. He learned programming within a few months just to make Etterna. Hate really is the best motivator, isn't it? Oh yeah, and the name Etterna comes from this album by Emma Chaplin. Mina just liked the album and made it the name of the game. Now, this guy is a very old player. We don't know exactly when he started, but at least as old as 2007. His peak was in the mid of the 2010s. He was very known for his technical and speed ability. His scores were very ahead of their time. For example, his Cyber and Dustin's 1.5, 95 AA, which is a high 98 on O2, in 2015. To give you a reference on how insane this score is, Wonder had a 98 in 2019, which was the best score of that time. That's how ahead Mina was. There's also his Chipwreck 1.6, Judge 595 AA on Etterna, which is like a 99 on Osu. And remember, this is Etterna. You cannot mash as much as you could on Osu. 480 BPM streams in 2016. Just saying, 2 rates above Shadow. Mina also has other great scores that I will not be able to mention. He also has great maps. Most of you probably know him for his mapping. He mapped s.o.s, which is like 6th dan speed, and also Kikada, 9th dan tech. It was a collab with Lofty. And no, Minty is not one mapper. It's a collab name for Mina and Lofty. He's also known for his packs, Mina Mini Mecha Pack and Minty Fresh Packs with Lofty. Now where's Mina now? Nobody knows. He's a very mysterious guy. He pops in and out in the community every few years. Still, thank you Mina for creating the best 4K game there is. And also being the best at it. Now those were the players for this video. This is part 3 of my I don't know what to call this series videos. Go watch part 1 and 2. I know I mentioned only 3 players this episode, and it's because the script was turning out way too long, and I do not want to edit another 15-minute video again. My ass cheeks will not be able to handle it, okay? Although I don't think there's anyone that has had as much influence as these 3. Attang popularized chord jacks, Staiain popularized the game and pushed its limits, Mina created Etterna, the best game ever made. And that was the video. I just want to thank both Maxim and Genjik for helping a ton with this video. It wouldn't exist without them. So go follow their socials. And thank you two for watching. And yeah, bye.